Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be looking at a design by me, and it is a 3x3 shaftless piston elevator. What's cool about having this as a shaftless elevator is that there's no spaces on the sides or little cutouts like in previous designs. So, for example, you can place blocks along every side except for little portions right here and here, which are how the elevator is stopped at the top. The walls must be made out of immovable blocks, for example, obsidian. If the elevator is at the top, you can call it down to you. For example, and then you can get on and ride it to the top. If you are at the top and the elevator's at the bottom, you can also call it up to you. What makes this different from other designs is that it does not have slime blocks in the middle like I was viewing on YouTube, which means that as you're on the platform you can freely walk back and forth. One thing to note though is that as of right now I cannot find anything like this on YouTube, and I completely built this design by myself. And without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clear out a 3x3 area in the ground or whatever you would like your elevator to start on. And what you want to do is you want to place 3 blocks of obsidian like this. Next thing you should do is get 3 pieces of redstone and place them along like this. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take obsidian and place it around like this. This is the bottom portion of your shaft. The next thing is this back wall, the one that is opposite of the redstone, you're going to want to bring up to whatever height your elevator is going to go. Now we're going to build the elevator mechanism. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your slime and you're going to place it 2 blocks up like this. Then you're going to take an observer and place it above the redstone facing like this. Then you're going to take a sticky piston and face it upwards like this. Now you can grab some slime and go up 3 blocks like this. And take a sticky piston and face it down like that. Now you can take more slime and go up 2 blocks, and then you can also place one like this. You could take an observer and you need to face it going into the slime block to power this piston. Next, we're going to take the platform block of choice. Mine for this is going to be iron, and you can place 3 like this. This is a third of the mechanism. Next, you're going to do the exact same thing next to it, but instead of slime, use honey blocks so that the individual mechanisms do not stick to each other and cause the pistons to think they have to push more blocks than they actually do. So, you're just going to build it exactly the same way. And now, the next step is to copy the exact same thing we did in the first step, and you're going to put it right here. Once you are finished, you should have something that looks like this. The next thing you can do is you can go ahead and build up your shaft to the level that your platform is at. This is going to be your ground floor level. Once you are done, it should look like this. The next step is to build your top platform area. It should look something like this, making sure you leave a 3x3 area in the middle. Next, you can go ahead and take out this block right here, and you can place an observer facing like this. Next, you can go 2 blocks out, place redstone dust, and go 2 blocks to the side, making a T shape like this. Then, you're going to take 3 sticky pistons and place them underneath like this. Then you can grab any block that is movable, and you can place it like this. Keep in mind, these must be solid blocks. Next, you can go ahead and build a sort of cutout like this around those pistons. Next, you can go down here and make sure this is 1 block lower than these. So right here, place 3 blocks like this. Then take normal pistons, not sticky pistons, and place 3 of them like this. Then you can place blocks behind them like this, and place redstone dust on top of them. You can go ahead and place blocks next to this. Now, go 1 block out like this, place a block on top of that. You can put a button here. Then you can take this block out and build like this below it. Place 1 piece of redstone dust right there, and then you can fill in these blocks. Now go 1 down, break these blocks out, and place 1 layer of blocks like this. Then you're going to need to get some repeaters, and place 1 repeater like this set to 3 ticks, and 1 repeater set to 1 tick. You can fill in the blocks right here, so that the repeater is not showing from inside the shaft. Next, you can place a block right here, and a block right there. Then you can take some redstone dust and place them like this. Then you can take an observer and place it facing into this block. Next, all you need to do is connect this like this, then take redstone dust and connect it like that. Now you can go ahead and fill in your shaft. Once you are done, you should have something looking like this. And do keep in mind that you can have any of these sides open, but it is just better to have this front side open, or the other side right here you can have open. You just need to build everything in the other direction. But for this tutorial, I'm going to do it like this. You can go ahead and place blocks down like a platform. Now you're going to place down your button block. This should be somewhere that is accessible from inside the elevator, and then you're going to place a button on that block. Once again, you should be able to press this from inside the elevator, because this is how you're going to ascend. Then you're going to go 2 blocks like this, and then just start spiraling it down like this until you go like this. Then go ahead and fill in the blocks. Oh, I made a mistake. 1 sec. So, like I was saying, go down like this. Yeah, like that. Then you can go ahead and place redstone dust on all of these blocks. Make sure that it is behind your button block. Then you can take a repeater and place it down like this, facing into this block. Now, if you press your button, you should see your elevator go up and stop. That is what this thing does right here. By moving these blocks over, it comes in contact with the honey blocks and the slime blocks, which when you have blocks like obsidian and the observer on top of the blocks that get pushed into the place connecting with it, it has to stop the machine. This is so you don't need an obsidian block right here to block part of the walkway. You can keep it open like this by having this stopping method. Now, to make the button up top able to bring the elevator to the top if it is at the bottom when you are up here, take a sticky piston and place it right there so that this repeater is facing into the block which would power this. Then you're going to need to get slime blocks or honey blocks. I'm going to be using slime. And you're going to go down, and it cannot be more than 11. The slime must be at the very most 11. But you're going to go all the way down until you are close enough to this block right here. In fact, actually, while we're down here, you can go ahead and place a repeater right there. And you're going to go all the way down until you're right here. Then you're going to need a redstone block, and you're going to place it at the bottom. Then you can take redstone dust and go along like this and then connect this to the repeater. This is going into the same block that the line from the button is. If we press this button, we should see that it goes down. And if we press this button right now, it should come back up and stop. Alright, now the next thing is if the elevator is at the top and you are at the bottom, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a slab or glass also works, and you're going to need to place a slab right there, and then a piece of redstone dust, and then you're gonna take this all the way around this side until you actually, you know, instead of just going straight, you should go up a bit like this. So if we place redstone dust and then like this until you are right here, then you can go ahead and the block right here underneath it, you can remove it, place a block right there, place a redstone torch, and then place another block and a redstone torch. This should move your elevator up and down once for each torch, and then you can go ahead and place a block right here. It looks like we went a bit too high. Go down, and then just go across like this, and take your redstone and put it straight into this block so that it will turn off this torch when powered. You're also going to want to make sure that this is not over 15 blocks, because then it will run out of power, and just to ensure that, I'm going to go ahead and place a redstone repeater right there. So now if we come over here, we should see that the elevator is up there. We cannot board, but if we press this button, it should come down. Now we can get on, and then if you press the button again, it will take you all the way up. Now, one thing that is a slight downside to this is that you need a wall right here, because otherwise there would be redstone showing. So this shouldn't be a big deal if you're just going to have a top that's a lot like the bottom, where you just have like an archway and like a hallway. But you can't just have it be a flat platform all the way around, because there is a little bit of redstone right here. But besides that, that concludes this tutorial. It should be fully functional by now. And yeah, another thing is you don't need to build this out of obsidian. You can build it out of glazed terracotta and basically any unmovable block. And you also don't need to build all of this out of an unmovable block. Only the inside of the shaft and anything that would come in contact with either one of the slime or honey blocks. So this right here is just for functionality. I did not decorate it. I mean, I'm using obsidian. It's not the most pleasant block to look at, but for the purposes of the tutorial, it is just fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like. This is my first tutorial, and yeah, bye.